Hello, hello, hello. Let me see if I can share this out. Can anybody hear me? Hey, Miss Hollywood, how you doing? Y'all, what are y'all doing? Hey, y'all, I don't got my glasses on. If I mispronounce your name, I ain't trying to. Is that say Mossy Oak? Hopefully I said it right. Y'all come on in the room. Miss Hollywood, what are y'all doing up this late? What is y'all time right now? Because the time now, I believe it's 1:21 in the morning. I just got off work and I just really just had a long ass day. But when I got off work, I had got a notification to my phone. And it was a link sent to me. So I was listening to it. As I'm listening to the live, you just got off work also. You eating Reese's cereal? I just got done eating myself. I just had to, listen to this video on the way home. And as I was listening to it, at first I was like pissed the fuck off. Because I can be literally minding my business, going on with my day, and like, why is the situation constantly still being brought up? Enough is a fuck enough, to be honest. When I came to this house, I was like, let me just take me a bath, give me something to eat, and get my mind clear, because I was really pissed the fuck off. It'd be days I'd be really wanting to go on here and just wig the fuck out. But what is that going to solve if I do that? I sat there and said on my last live, I said, if the situation kept being brought up, whether my name is being talked about or even me even being indirectly mentioned, I said I was going to turn it into them folks every time. I'm not going to get on here and I'm not going to slander her name. I'm really just fucking tired. I'm tired of the lies. I don't want to go to court. I don't want to be subpoenaed to court. Whatever happened in misdemeanor court, it happened. But you saying you didn't get charged, yes, you did. And when I was listening to her live, the best part of her live was the end. When I say it real deal, sound like it came from the heart. Y'all got to understand, I've been friends with this lady, or used to be friends with this lady, for a long time. I saw too much potential in her that she didn't see in herself. And I feel like that's not her, to be honest, real deep down inside. But she allows certain things to get to her. I pray that she outgrows and heals the way that she needs to heal. I really do. Y'all might not, but I do. Yeah, Miss What it do? I understand that. But I can't sit over here and just walk around every day and do stuff like that. It takes too much time and it takes too much energy. And I really hope and I pray that she stand on what she said. If you're real woman enough, if you're real badass enough, show that that prayer that you just said at the end of your life, stand on it. Get that immature spirit out of your soul. Get that hatred out of your heart. I really feel like you need to take 6 months like I did. It really did do something to me. I took 6 months. We could have been going back and forth for months. I'm just really just tired. The shit is fucking draining, y'all. But I'm tired of fighting fire with fire. Yeah, what it do? But my thing is this, like, everybody was raised different. Some people enable folks and some people don't. I just can't rock with it. I'm not an enabler. The people that really give a fuck about you are not going to enable you. I just never been that type of person, and she ain't used to people telling her when she's wrong about something. Yes, but the thing about it is, like I said on my live probably about a month or so ago, I hope she real deal needs to sit down. I'm not talking about like going to jail and no stuff like that. If she do, she do. If she don't, she don't. It's out of my hands at this point. Like I said in my last life, it's gonna take God to come down himself to heal this whole situation. But she's gonna have to go through this lesson, just like everybody else got to go through lessons. I'm still working through my anger problems right now. I get mad than a motherfucker easily. But yeah, she's too old, and I'm too old. I was gonna get on here, and I just wanted to go off just one good time. But listening to that last life really just made me reconsider. Because I'm tired of going back and forth. I'm tired of going down there to Stuttgart Police Department, motherfuckers saying little jokes. It's not cool. I'm really tired of hearing about it. Some people might agree with me, some people might not. But enough is enough. I can't do this every day. This has been going on for a year. And all I hear is, you hear my nails? That's all I hear. And when you hear shit like this all day, you can't understand nothing. You can't even think straight. But I just really just want this stuff to stop. If everybody don't agree with me, I mean, might lose few little viewers or whatever, but I don't want to do this. Yeah, but what it do is people say, sometimes you got to pray for folks that God takes a veil off their eyes so they can see certain things for what it is. We can sit over here and say she can hold herself accountable. She need to hold herself accountable all day. But until she takes that thing that's covering her face, keeping her blind to what's real deal life shit, it's going to be a repetitive cycle. She got to take that veil off. Everything is a veil. At the end of the day, the beef that we had should have never surfaced on Facebook. It's just crazy. But she got to hold her own self accountable, just like I do. Yeah. But also, people need to understand about generational curses. Everybody family has one. And in general family generational curses, they can skip certain generations. Hey Hong. What's up, Hong? I just want the situation. I just like I was sitting here like, what if I didn't do all this? Like, why? I just feel like sometimes things have to be left unsaid. I wish I should have never said anything. It's ridiculous. It's pissy, poor behavior. You know what I want to do when I turn 40? I want to be taking me some motherfucking trips. I want to be doing something with my kids. I can't just sit over here and do this every day. What? Home, what is you talking about? I just can't see how y'all do it. Like, how do y'all get on here and do this shit? Do y'all not be having headaches and shit? Can y'all not sleep at night? Like, what be really attaching y'all people to this fucking social media? Now, I be on Facebook a little bit more than I be on YouTube, but shit, sometimes shit, I'll take a couple of hours out of my day, take a day off of that shit. Y'all get on here. Some of y'all folks get on here and tell too much of y'all motherfucking personal business. It shouldn't be no reason why motherfucking Sally Sue in motherfucking Jamaica know any of my business. Stop getting on here telling people your business. A lot of people do not care about none of this shit, what anybody's going through. At the end of the day, people need to learn to go pray to God. That's all the crowd you need. I want the situation to be done talking about. I'm done with the conversation about this court shit. I don't want to do it just as much as you do. I got a letter in the mail too. I don't want to hear about it. As them folks say, you used to say back in the day, them old people, what they used to say, act your age and not your shoe size. And bitch, I think you wear about a size 6 or 7, if I'm thinking correctly still. Stop it. I want you to stand on what you said at the end of your life. Grown women stand on boundaries. Stand on it. If you gotta delete YouTube app, delete that shit. Because this internet shit is why you in the shit that you in. I'm sick of the internet. Hell. What to do, boy? I'm just over it. I'm just wanted to, like, I don't want to go back and press some more charges because she keeps going on live about this shit and twisting up the story and leaving out parts and lying. I'm tired of it. And Miss, what to do? I'm gonna say this. I've been slowly learning that every time she speaks on something or every time she says something, I just boom, let me give it to God. Boom, let me give it to God again. Boom, let me give it to him. And I'm giving it to him another time, which is tonight, because I'm tired of it. I know, Miss Hollywood, it's easy to go report something, but I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of looking at these white folks. I'm tired. I've had enough of going to court on some shit that I did on my own. I'm tired of it. That's not my lingo no more. Shit. Don't nobody want to be going up there. And I'm sitting over here thinking tonight, I was like, man, I'm gonna go up there Thursday. I was gonna real deal just do it up. Cause I'm tired. This is not the first live that got sent to me about her speaking about me indirectly. I'm tired. Let it go. I pray that you let it go. If God don't do nothing else, I pray that he teach you to let it go and give it to him. YouTube ain't gonna solve your problems. The world cannot solve your problems. The only person that can solve your problems is him. Man, she can bank on anything. At this point, I don't care. Miss Jazz, have y'all ever heard of spiritual jail? Spiritual jail is way worse than being in a physical one any day. Jazz, spiritual jail. I'm gonna give one for an example, which is really kind of self-explanatory. I'm gonna use my situation for an example. I did some stupid shit back when I was fresh out of high school. Went to jail on a little petty charge, felony charge. That was the beginning of my spiritual. Soon as I did my, my little probation period or whatever, I got off a month. Went through another little trial. Boom, back on probation again. Something like that, situations like that, when you can't win for losing, you're going through back to back to back to back to back. It almost seems like you having bad luck. That's spiritual jail. People might call it karma. People might call it bad juju, bad luck. She the type you gotta show her. Everything is already being shown. I pray if I ain't never prayed for a friend a day in my life, or an ex friend, or an enemy, I don't care what she classified me. Hold on. Yeah, Mocha. She's not supposed to speak on me. I pray that she learns to move on. I pray that every time she thinks about getting on YouTube, or thinks about even speaking on the situation or anything pertaining to me directly or indirectly, I pray that she think about her kids before she think about doing that. I pray that she stops digging that hole for herself that she keeps throwing herself in. I pray that she learns to grow up. And I pray she learns the lessons that she need to learn. I real deal. I want to bet money that she stand on what she says. Because you got to understand, when you have a repetitive history of doing certain things to people and getting away with it, doing it, getting away with it, you can't get away for so much longer. Everybody don't play that. It's just, ugh. No, I maybe didn't raise so right. Man, I don't even want to get on that. But for real, I just got off work. I really had a long day. I just really just got on here because I'm just really just tired. Like, stuff like this just takes too much of my energy. Just like being on the live right now, it just really got me feeling drained, to be honest. And I can't see how y'all do it. Let me correct that, Miss What Do. She didn't stab nobody in the head. It was somewhere else. But I mean, she's already going through something regarding that situation, so I can't really speak on that. But that young lady, she was really a close friend of mine too, and I hate she left like that, but she had some health issues. I don't know what kind though. She was very private about, her health. And may her soul rest in peace. She was my Aries sister. Her birthday was the day before mine. I remember the first time I met that lady. We did not get along, but once she got to sit down and know me and wasn't judgmental towards me and stuff like that, we were pretty cool. But on some real deal shit, I just pray that she grows up. I just really want her to learn to just grow up, enjoy whatever happens in this situation. Whether you go or don't go, I want you to always think before you pick up that phone or before you open up that laptop and get on here and doing all this crazy belligerent ass bullshit. Think about them babies. It's been so many times I could have got on here and flipped out, but I always think about my kids. I thought about my kids before I got on here. But enough with the fuck shit. Now, whatever happens, everybody got a thing called karma. Yes, rest in peace. But at the end, she will hurt from that. She don't understand because her mama don't. Yes, but everybody is all we. Everybody comes from different families. Everybody's gonna be raised different. I'm not the person that she tried to portray me to be. Suicidal, all this other little bullshit. I'm gonna say this. Motherfuckers fighting depression every motherfucking day. The world is depressing enough as it is. Even she herself has fought depression. But to come on here and make fun of some shit like that, a bitch was going through a lot at the time. So people need to stop acting like shit don't hurt. Every day it's hard to get up out the motherfucking bed. Cause you gotta do this and do that. God, I know you ain't put me here just to go to work and come home. Motherfuckers don't want to do that shit every day. Don't nobody want to go see a probation officer once and twice a month. No. I'm not gonna fucking talk about her like a dog on this motherfucker. I'm too old for that. But all I'm asking is it to be stop doing it. Every day. She can't say that. It's a time and a place for everything. And people need to understand it's life and death in the power of that tongue. You can speak life and death when you open up your mouth. I'm a very firm believer of that. Yes. That's like almost something. That's like, I'm going to use this for an example. You only as old as you think you are. If you keep saying you old, you're going to feel old. That's what them old folks used to say back in the day. If you keep thinking about YouTube, you're going to keep coming back to YouTube. I really want her to stand on what she said at the end of her life. This is not her. She wasn't raised like this. Show us you're not. Hong, konnichiwa. Listen, I don't know what you're saying, but I think you trolling. I might have to I might have to remove you because you're doing too much on here with all this. I don't know what you're saying. Oof. He came on here with all them words smashed up and everything. Nigga, what is you doing? Absolutely. Please don't. I be telling my kids, don't put shit on me, please. Right. 30 who? Yes. You can't tell me. I'm telling you, it don't matter how much that she's got on here and said I look like a Build-A-Bear, which I really feel like Build-A-Bears are kind of cute and they expensive. You know what I'm saying? Stuttgart Build-A-Bear, I am. Oh well. But I will say this. You cannot tell me I don't put my shit on. Can their motherfucker can't sit here and say, me as a big plus size woman, yes, I'm with the big back committee bitches. Yes. I'm with it, all of it. Can nobody sit here and say I'm ugly? Because that confidence is real over here. But for real, on a real serious note, I just really want to, Miss Hollywood, what you said. Thank you, Miss Mocha. But for real, it's got to be a time and a place where people get tired. I got a lot of other things going on in my life besides keep rehashing living in the past. I want to look forward. I don't want to keep looking back. And as she's on her spiritual journey, she's going to have to learn what happened in the past happened in the past. You can't heal something that you keep picking on. That's almost like picking on a scab. It will never heal. Listen, Hong, I thought I blocked you. Bitch, you came back. Y'all, how do I hide this man? I need somebody as my moderator tonight because good God. I think I just hid this man. He keep popping up in here. Yes, you are beautiful. Thank you. And I feel like everybody is beautiful. But you know, some people with beautiful faces have evil souls too. You'd be surprised. Hell, Hong brought his ass up in here and threw me the fuck off. But I really want her to stand on what she said. And that's something that's priceless. It don't even cost nothing. What she asked God for is priceless. What you mean people will change? Oh, Miss Mocha, listen, the makeup class, I have so much stuff that I got going on, and I don't really want to speak on, what's going on in my life, all the good things that are going on, because I feel like I'll jinx myself. But I have some stuff going on with my job. I'm going up in certain positions and stuff, and my money is right now. I got to think about my money, and I got to think about getting ahead at the moment. Now, maybe sometime, I don't know when, but hopefully sometime in the near future. I don't think it's going to be this year. I'm not going to lie to you, because I got so much stuff going on with myself, my career, and my babies. And this is my daughter's junior year, and she got all these events coming up, and we got to think about her going to college, and all this stuff is like, it's very, very tight. My schedule is very tight. But when I do, now I was thinking about getting on here and putting a few ladies on my panel or whatever. so they can get on there and talk about, certain makeups that they use. If you want me to direct you to like certain makeup stores or some of my favorite products, and I can tell y'all step by step on what you need to get for starters. Now I'll do something like that. But when I go full throttle with my makeup and getting on here and doing my YouTube channels and stuff like that, then yes, I will inform everybody when I will. But at this moment, I don't think I'm gonna do it anytime soon. But I'm gonna give y'all 5 more minutes of my time. But I'm gonna say this in closing. I hope that this is a testimony for both of us. And I hope and pray that she learns that none of these people need to know your business, anything in your personal life. And as long as you're getting on here on this YouTube and on this social media and you're airing out all of your personal business, them spirits gonna keep coming in your house. That's almost like you're inviting unwanted spirits in your household. Let the stuff go. I know Miss What to Do, but I'll let y'all know. I just got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. But I want her to stand on what she said. If you have any love for God, I pray that you stand on your word. Your word is your bond. And I hope you can make that commitment. If you got any ounce of love in your heart, just as much as God has love for you, show him you can be his servant. Show him that you can be obedient. Show him that he is your leader, not this internet bullshit. You too worried about leading, you ain't letting God lead in your life. But I pray you hear him knocking at your door. And this time, open and allow him to come in. But this time, you need to listen. I hope you listen. But Miss What to Do? Did you find my Facebook? Or no? She needs not to listen, but see. She needs to listen, see, hear, and smell the changes that she need to be doing. Yeah, if you see a picture of 3 little kids on my cover photo, that's me. Did you send a request? But as I've gotten older, I just really feel like the more I learn, the more I hold on to things, the longer my blessings are going to be blocked. Go on, send me your request. I'll follow you back. The longer you keep indulging in negative stuff, the longer your blessings are going to be blocked. The longer you're going to be in stagnation. The longer you don't get to move and do the things that you want to do. Okay. But for real, y'all, I just want her to stop. Just let it go. Stop talking about it. I'm not even on here doing all this fucking bullshit. So just follow suit. And so what if motherfuckers talking about it? So what? Bam. Leave it alone. We getting too old. But I know this wasn't the live that some of y'all wasn't expecting. I was gonna go off, but a sister really motherfucking tired. After working 8 hours and driving to work, and I don't work no down the streets. I drive back and forth to work. Some just told me to just get on here and just be on some chill, laid back shit. Oh, I didn't know what she was talking. I thought she was talking about something else. Mocha, I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to disregard your comment. The foundation I use. Let me see. I know I've used Fenty. I've used Fenty. Fenty is like, oh my god, I just love it so much. Fenty is a Rihanna brand. Rihanna made that foundation. She got a whole bunch of other stuff too, but the foundation is a powder foundation. I don't use liquid. Certain people with certain skin tones and stuff like that, and certain skin textures, your products can only hold like certain stuff. If I put on liquid foundation, it's gonna make me melt. I don't like none of the liquid foundations. I look melted. But if I use powder foundation, my stuff lasts longer, and I don't know. It just depends on the weather too. Thank you. I taught myself how to do makeup just by watching YouTube, like positive stuff like that. Like when I don't understand why certain people can't do that. But yes, I use Fenty. That is my go-to. I love it. MAC is my second go-to. Now, Bare Minerals, if y'all want to be cheap and on a budget, I'm going to put y'all in on a little secret. Bare Minerals is one of the most affordable foundations you can get. It's almost damn near, I really want to say, shoot, that's really my second favorite because that when I put it on, you can barely tell I have makeup on. Um, what else do I be getting? Juvia's Place. I was using them at first. It's like, but that's not my go-to. Now they lip stuff, yes, I'll use their lip liner and all that. And NYX is another good makeup product, ladies. Yes, Fenty does have a powder foundation. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about Fenty's highlight. Woo! I love my highlight. When I tell you it lasts a long time, get y'all some Fenty highlight. The highlight you could put it on like the bridge of your nose, like around your bright spots. Like when you smile for a picture, you put it on your cheeks, your chin area. Some people put it on their top lip. You know, if you want to do the little boom bam with the makeup, then yeah, I'll probably do a little top lip of, highlight, but it's bomb. And it smell good. I don't know what is up with Rihanna's products, but all her shit smell good. They said she even smell good. But Fenty is expensive though. You gotta be, when I tell you a good place to go get some makeup is Ulta Beauty. I know we got a Supreme Beauty Supply. I don't know if y'all do, but Supreme Beauty Supply is another good place to get some makeup and lashes and stuff like that. But yeah. But I love to sit on here and chat. Yes, they see what to do. Listen. The motherfucker said that she smelled like heaven. And what does heaven smell like? I don't know. I ain't even been up there yet. I will never forget y'all once I get settled. I promise y'all. When I tell you I can't wait, I just got to get my stuff up. I used to be full throttle doing makeup. I used to cook. I used to work. I just have gotten tired. I don't know why. I'm just so tired. Like, and I used to go out. I used to do a lot of stuff. I don't do a lot of stuff anymore. A motherfucker can't say they seen Haley because I really want to have my tunnel vision on. Because I got stuff I got to do. I might slip up a time or two, flip out or whatever, but But I really want to be on my soft. I want to learn to be soft. But I want to be left alone too. I don't have no hate in my heart for that lady. I really don't. I can't grow up around hating people, even no matter what they've done to me. Folks got to understand, I've been through a lot in my life. I really have. And you got to damn near be all up in my face or touching on one of these kids for me to just really just hate you. Yeah. I don't got no hate in my heart. And I can't live with that. And I ain't gonna lie. I never thought in a million years that a friendship like this could go so sour. And like, where did it start? Mm. I want her to learn how to let go of that hate. But like I said, Miss What to Do. But like I said, on some real shit, I pray that she stand on what she said. I want her to stand on it. If she don't do nothing else. Just like that day she sat there and said my baby was dying. I wanted to flip my shit. I was so mad that motherfucking day it didn't make sense. Miss What to Do, my baby. Let me put y'all on a little backstory on Tootie. The backstory on Tootie is Tootie was born perfectly healthy. She was the cutest little 8 pound baby you could have ever saw. Her damn hair was so curly it almost looked like a 27 piece. That's how pretty she was. The cutest jaws, the biggest eyes, and the prettiest smile. At the age of 4, Tootie became a diabetic at the age of 4. And I'm not looking for no sympathy. I'm not looking for nobody to feel bad for me. But nobody understands the true hurt that any parent has to witness seeing a baby in the hospital. Nobody. I'd rather God take me first. Tootie is now 9. I remember the day I found out she was a diabetic. I ignored all the signs. And if God didn't do nothing else, he kept his hands on my child. My mama, I just thank God for her. She's a retired registered nurse. And my mama, she used to sit here and say, Haley, take my grandbaby to the doctor. They sick, they sick, they sick. Somebody sick. And I got so tired and fed up. I was like, Mama, ain't nothing wrong with these kids. My kids is perfectly healthy, you know. But she was persistent on my baby girl. Me not knowing nothing about diabetes, not knowing the history of it, I just felt like, you know, my mom was telling me a fib. Until one day, I started noticing my baby was losing some weight. Then when I was taking her to school, I used to have to bring her extra pairs of clothes and stuff. I'm just thinking because she's 4 and then we're still learning how to do the potty train thing, she was going to have an accident on herself a time or two. You know, things happen when they're at the age of 4. But I thank God she had a old school teacher looking over her. This teacher pulled me to the side and she was like, Haley, I need you to pay attention to your baby. She was like, I think your baby trying to become a diabetic. So I was like, my mama sitting over here telling me this shit. Now the teacher telling me this shit. Let me go ahead and just pay attention to my child. To sit over here and watch your baby go to the bathroom. 4 years old, sound like she pissing like a damn racehorse. Seeing her drink a big ass drink down in seconds. Couldn't quench her thirst. Tootie had lost a lot of weight. When I took her to the doctor the next morning, I set an appointment. Dr. Coker take her up in there. They said, we need to get a urine test from your baby. Boom. They did the urine test. Nurse come back. She was like, we need to run some more. We need to draw some blood. We think we saw something. What did you see? Everybody know. Everybody that has ever dealt with somebody that was either getting sick or becoming sick, you know when that nurse don't come back and that doctor come up in their room, it's not no fucking good news. Everybody knows that. But don't know, not everybody knows that feeling. Or do you know that feeling? And just like you expressed today, how you felt when that doctor came in there and told you that good news about your mama, you should be thankful. Because not everybody gets good news. So when Dr. Coker came back, he said, ma'am, he said, you need to take your baby to the hospital right now. Your baby blood sugar is over 800 and she has lost a lot of weight and she doesn't look good. Has anybody ever seen how a diabetic looks when they're sick? Can anybody tell me the face, how they face look when their blood sugar get too high? Nobody talks about how they have raccoon eyes. How they look just faint and limp. Don't nobody talk about that? I had every reason to want to put my foot up your ass. We might have said a lot of childish shit in the damn day, but I would have never thought in a million years you would stoop that low to speak on her. On that. I would have rather you said anything else but that. It's a lot of shit that I could have said, but I chose not to. It's a lot of things I can say now, but I'm choosing not to. She's not worth, I'm not crying because of her. I'm crying because of what I've been through. That's where the tears come from. And the sign of tears don't mean I'm weak. I'm far from that. But a bitch has been through some shit. Your tears speak louder than words. I'm crying over my baby. I'm crying because I know I'm a God-fearing person when it comes to her. And I know how to get on my knees and pray over my child, especially about her sickness. And just like she gets up and prays for her mama, I do the same for me and my family, and just like anybody else do. But I'm coming back. I'm straight. But after I get off this live, I know how to get on my knees and still pray. Ain't nobody hurt my feelings. I'm just in deep thought right now. Sometimes you gotta be in deep thought. I was gonna be on some real deal petty shit, but when I heard the end of that live, I still got some form of a heart. And miss what it do. I don't know how certain people feel, but it don't matter. I have certain love for people. I do. I wasn't raised in a home to where I was taught to hate. I can still love you, but I don't have to fool with you. And the only reason why I said what I said on my live a month ago, because anytime somebody has ever done me wrong, are y'all one of those people that anytime somebody do you wrong, they get it? You be like, damn, this motherfucker just cussed me out. Said all this bad stuff was gonna go on with me, then boom, you getting your ass whooped over here because of something that you just did. Like the sooner you let stuff go and just leave the shit alone, the things better off you'll be. But I love y'all. I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. I hate I had to get on here and shed a tear. I promise y'all, I swear to God. I swear to God. I'm not gonna even put that on Jesus' white robe. I just know that a lot of things have been being said on here. And I have been real deal like trying to bite my tongue. And I want to learn. Even after this, I'm not gonna get on here and keep doing this neither. I'm just really just tired. This is just a sign of tiredness. I'm tired. Focus on what you need to focus on. Stand on what you said. We gonna see who gonna win this bid. But like I said, I hope and pray that you meant that. And I hope everybody else follows suit and learn to forgive her too. You can't have no peace. You will never have peace in your life if y'all keep getting on here and going back and forth about whatever so and so said about somebody being on oxygen and all this other little shit. So what? We all gonna get sick one day at this point. We all gonna need some oxygen by the time we leave this motherfucker at this point. I know I'm gonna need some. Hell, we all need it by the time we die anyway. But for real, I pray that everybody learns to forgive her in their own time. And it might sound like I'm talking crazy right now, but I'm for real. Let it go, y'all. Half of y'all not gonna even see each other anyway. But for real, Miss Certain Person, that live you did tonight, I applaud you at the end of it. But I hope you stand firm on what you said. That's not you. You just choose to be that. And I pray that, like I said, every time you touch this YouTube or thinking about going off, I hope and pray that God say, hey, think about your babies, like I said. But you got to understand this too. Stop going on live about me. I don't care. Because that no contact order is very, very stern. And I'm going to educate you on it. And if you don't believe me, you can call to the prosecuting attorney's office or anybody. If you violate that no contact order, you cannot say nothing about me directly or indirectly. You're not even supposed to be talking about the case. It's called contradicting yourself as well as incriminating yourself. That's the proper terms. That's what I'm trying to educate you on. And if you don't believe me, you can call your probation officer and he can tell you the same thing I'm saying. You're not supposed to be talking about this. Leave it alone. But for real, it's 2:22, y'all. Yes, because all it's going to take is for someone on here to accuse her of harassing them. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. This is really a violation of the no contact order, but I'm just warning her. Stop it. You can take it as whatever you want to take it. Stop talking about me. Every time you talk about the court case, everybody know you talk about Stuck or Build-A-Bear. But for real, that's on some real educational bullshit. I might not know much about the law, but you gotta understand, my whole daddy was a goddamn cop. And he's taught me a lot about law. And it's not just YouTube and Google. But for real, cut it out, sweetheart. Okay? But I love y'all. I will be back soon. Miss What It Do? I'm gonna be looking for you. Bye-bye.